morning. Good morning. Today is the 13th of July, 2025. Believe it or not, I welcome everyone here and everyone online to our service this morning. It's going to be really special. So this is the Silicon Valley CSL. You can find us at siliconvalleycsl.com. Just one little housekeeping thing. Please keep the aisles clear. That keeps the fire marshal happy and keeps me happy. So you want to do that. But let's get started.
Good morning. So we're going to do our opening song. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, 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 hey. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah.
Lovely. Thank you so much. It's so good to be here with all of you. And I'm going to invite Morgan up here to do our call to service.
Good morning. Good morning. I just want to invite everyone to feel your feet on the ground. Enjoy one inhale. We are transitioning now from where we've been to where we are to where we're going. Today on our journey together, to start out, I'm going to hit the gong.
And as we let that bowl resonate, feel that vibration. Love that runs through all of us, through all things. It is all things. And we breathe in, knowing that we are one with God, one with Source, one with Spirit. And that one Source is within me as it is within everyone here and everyone online. And in all things. And knowing that today is such a beautiful day. It's powerful and it's wonderful. And we're here to listen to Peter, to bring our hearts and minds together, just to have some fun. And God is all of that. It is peace, it is love, it is joy, it is laughter, it is fun and an excitement, and it is abundance. And I know this so deeply. And for this, I am so, so grateful for this day, so grateful for knowing the truth in this. And with a grateful heart, I just release this, and together we say, and so it is. Thank you. So I am Audrey White, and I am the president or vice president. I'll just take over Rochelle's role. It's fine. So I'm the vice president of the board of trustees for Silicon Valley Center for Spiritual Living, and I'm so grateful to be here with all of you. I'm also a practitioner student, and I am so grateful to be able to be here today and to announce that we have something really exciting coming up. Reverend Rochelle has been hard at work and creating a summit called A Woman's Voice. And it is coming up next week. In a week. How's that? If you haven't already registered, mark your calendars for a Women's Voice Summit. It's coming up July 21st to the 25th. This is a powerful 5-day online event hosted by Reverend Rochelle, and it's totally free. It's transformational, and the registration is open at womansvoicesummit.com. And it's totally free. If you're registered, you can also upgrade for $97 to the VIP experience, which includes a live power hour, a daily lunchtime coaching session, and with Q&A, we'll have surprise guest speakers. I may be one of them. And so that's a drop-in from 12 to 1 on Monday through Friday from July 21st to the 25th. So just invite everyone. It's for the women in your life. It's for men in your life as well, just to touch base with how we can rise and how we can find our voice inside. And so I think it'll be a really special, beautiful time. So I'm going to invite Dr. Damon Miller up, and he's going to do the rest of our announcements.
Thank you. Announcements. Thank you. I'm Dr. Damon Miller. I'm the treasurer of the board. We have a very special guest here today, Peter Bedard. He's going to be our guest speaker today, but he's also, after the service at 11:45, he's going to be giving a powerful in-person workshop. Join Peter for maintaining mental health in tough times, to help you shift out of overwhelm and reconnect with your peace. Sound like something you could use? Come. Right in the moment, he's going to be talking, but we have a QR code in the back. If you haven't already registered, you can do that. Marilee or I or someone on the board will help you with that. Laughter yoga. Usually laughter yoga is the last Sunday of the month, but this Sunday, because of travel, it's going to be next Sunday. So join us for the meditation. I'm sorry, July 20th. Next Sunday, July 20th. Join Morgan for meditation and laughter yoga. We start the meditation with laughter yoga, and that's always proven to be a really great service when we all start out in that kind of crazy way. There's going to be a hotel brunch. This is for the July 27th, down in the dining room downstairs. After service, come and join us for fellowship. It's a great chance to connect, meet with people, share a meal. Everyone covers their own meal. We hope you can join us there. And then there's a couple of regular weekly practices with Reverend Rochelle. She does Walk with the Rev Mondays, getting together around sometime between 7:15 and 7:25 at the Campbell track to walk with her for a healthy start to your day. And then she rushes back.
Dr. Damon, is that Monday through Friday?
I'm sorry, that's Monday through Friday. And also Monday through Friday, Reverend Rochelle rushes back to do the 9 a.m. Meditation online. And you can find the link to that at siliconvalleycsl.com. And that's 9 to 9:30. And it ends with a powerful pray-up by Reverend Rochelle for everyone who's on the call. You've already kind of felt the power of our guest artists today. So I just really grateful that you're here. This is Sharon D. Henderson and the Reflection Trio. We have... So Sharon D. Henderson is lead vocals. Mark Ricky's on the keyboard. He also does vocals. And Lee Henderson does bass and vocals. So they've been blessing us with their signature gosperational sound and a soulful blend of gospel, R&B, and uplifting inspiration, decades of musical experience. For all of them, they've been lighting up churches and venues around the Bay for a long time. And they're here today to light us up. So let's give it up. Let's say thank you and welcome to Sharon D. Henderson and the Reflection Trio.
Thank you so much for welcoming us back to Silicon Valley. This is a wonderful community. We so love you all. And it's a joy to be here with you for this talk today about taking dominion over your life and just being present to what it is you need to do to not take necessarily control, but to take dominion. To know yourself. Yes. Imagine me loving what I see when the mirror looks at me, 'cause I imagine me in a place of no insecurities, and I'm finally happy 'cause I imagine me letting go of all of the ones who hurt me, 'cause they never really hurt me. Can you imagine me saying no to thoughts that try to control me, remembering all God told me? Lord, can you imagine me over what my mama said and heal from what my daddy did? And I wanna live and not read that page again. Imagine me being free, trusting God totally. I can imagine me. I admit it was hard to see God being love inside of me. Finally, I can imagine me being strong and not letting things just get me down. I made up my mind this time around. Can you imagine me in a world where nobody has to live afraid because of God's love, fear's gone away? Can you imagine me letting go of the past and glad I have another chance, and my heart will dance 'cause I don't have to read that page again. Imagine me being free, trusting God totally. Finally, I can imagine me. I admit it was hard to see God being God inside of me. Finally, I can imagine me. Imagine me being free, trusting God totally. Finally, I can imagine me. I admit it was hard to see God being God inside of me. Finally, I can imagine me. God, it's God, God, oh God, God, It's God. It's God. It's all God. It's God. God. It's God. All God. 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 It's all God. Help me say. It's God. God. It's God. All God. 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 It's God. It's all God. 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 It's God. All God. 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 It's all God. I admit it was hard to see God being God inside of me. But finally I can imagine me. I admit it was hard to see God being God inside of me. Finally, I can imagine me.
Wow. Thank you for that. Thank you. That was amazing. Well, here I am again. So our guest speaker today, Peter Bedard, we're very honored to have him. He had a profound near-death experience, and he was faced with a daunting journey, one marked by a lot of deep physical, emotional, spiritual pain. He was a former dancer, and he came to realize that the frustration and anxiety he felt weren't just obstacles, they were also his teachers. And through that transformational path, Peter discovered a new way of living, one rooted in healing, wholeness, and purpose. And he's here today as a celebrated author, consultant, international speaker, and healer who has helped thousands of people around the world to turn their pain into possibility. So let's give a big SVCSL welcome for Peter. Thank you.
Woo-hoo. Woo, keep going, come on. Raise the room. Raise the room, I like that. Good morning. So glad to see you guys here. I love coming out and sharing these types of things, giving these talks. I get to do them pretty regularly, and I love being the replacement. So we're Cheryl. I don't know if you're watching now, if you're resting or sleeping, or if you're online. Hi. I am so glad you're resting. I'm so glad to be your replacement today. I'm going to get a text about that one. Okay, so today, I like to be interactive, and I'm going to ask you guys to do some things, and we'll get through that. But our talk today is really about asserting your authority, right? And the title is the governance versus control. And so there's a fine line, and it can be kind of semantics, but when we speak to our brains, to speak to it in a way that is more clear is more powerful. So often we're telling ourselves that we need to be in better control, right? I have to control my health. I have to control my body. I have to control my finances, right? And even in my world as a mental health coach and therapist, we say to people, well, you know, you need to have more control over this or have that type of thing. And that languaging can be problematic, right? Because control in our culture has come to mean something different. If you look up the definition of control, it's kind of benign. You know, it's a control group. Well, a control group, you don't do anything with it. It's just a control. You observe it in comparison to what you're studying. Does that make sense? Right? Control means, oh, I'm aware of a situation, but in our culture and how our language works, we look at the word control and we speak about control as being this, right? Whether we're doing it to ourselves in the micro world or whether we're doing it on the macro world on a political larger scale, right? We need to control those crowds. We need to control those people, or we need to control ourselves. I need to control my weight. That type of stuff. And ultimately, control is a waste of time. Yeah, right? I love that you said that. Amen, right? Control is an absolute waste of time,
right? Because everything you control will eventually overthrow you. Every dictator has been overthrown. Now, they may have a period where they're holding and clamping down and controlling, but eventually, well, every despot doesn't survive their rule. Got it? Great. And we do the same for ourselves. I could tell you right now, and I love this example. It's a classic example that I think most of you will be aware of. I'm going to tell you right now so you understand how control works. Stop thinking about pink elephants. You weren't thinking about a pink elephant before, but now you're thinking about it. Now tell yourself to stop thinking about it. Stop thinking about pink elephants. Stop it. Come on. Where's the pink elephant? Right there, in the room, standing on my head, right? So control is a waste of time when it comes to even our biology, even our brains, is the mechanism of our brains. Telling yourself to not do something creates a bigger problem. So I've been in practice for 21 years, and I did a lot of work out in the Malibu Rehab Riviera, and I worked a lot with addiction and stuff like that. And there's a classic example in the addiction world, and I believe all of us have addictive brains. I think everybody is an addict, right? Now, there's degrees of addiction, right? And many of us are addicted to our negative thoughts. Many of us are addicted to our fears. Many of us are addicted to our catastrophizing out into the world. Yeah? You know what catastrophizing is? Great, because some people don't. So to be clear, catastrophizing is an experience where we take a belief within us or we take a fear, and it's not happening, but we then project it into our future. We do that individually and collectively, right? Collectively, you could say we are catastrophizing, and we're projecting that into our future. And in our teachings, what happens when we project something into the future? It happens, right? We are the creators. We are part of that. We are a reflection of the divine creator. And Julia Cameron, whose book is really old now and still one of my favorite books, The Artist's Way, right? One of my favorite quotes from her is that the greatest compliment you can give the creator is to be creative. And often we're creating negatively. Got it? And that's what control is. Right? In our culture, we are obsessed with our weight. We are obsessed with how we look. We are obsessed with other people's opinions about how they think we look. We really are. I want you to hear that. We are obsessed in our culture about how other people think we look. And we think we can get into your brain and control how you're thinking about me. If I drive this car, if I wear this outfit, if I have this particular haircut, then I'm going to control how you think about me. But that is such BS. Absolute BS. Right? I can't make you like me. I mean, I know you like me, but I can't I can't make you like me. If you don't like me, there's really nothing I can do about it. Have you ever had that experience? Somebody you never even met, they walk into the room and you're like, I don't know what it is, but I just don't like them. Right? I don't know what it is, but right? Whatever it is, it doesn't really matter. But that person, if they found out, can they do anything to make you like them? No, they can't they? No. Right? So we still go into that we think we can. We think I can control you. Isn't that what we did in high school? I'm going to be a certain way. I'm going to behave a certain way. I'm going to hide this part of me. I'm going to suppress this other part of me so that people like me. Right? I'm going to play up this other part of me because, I know everybody likes that part, so I'm going to be more like that. Right? And ultimately, somebody always sees through it. ooh, my friend Sean, I love my friend Sean. He says that to me. He says he has everybody fooled at work. I'm like, not me. I see you. I see you. I know. I see it. He's like, how do you always see those things? I don't know. I just know him. He's my friend. I see him. I don't see the facade he puts up. I don't see the way he's learned to be more accepted, to be more loved. And I want you to really understand, I'm not saying that these things are bad. Because sometimes we need to do that. Sometimes it's survival. Right? I'm not asking you to tear down everything and then, be this raw, throbbing thing walking around in the world, right? No. But I am asking you to move from control into a concept of governance. Like when I work with my clients, they come in and they're trying to control their weight. They're trying to control their addiction issues. They're trying to control their catastrophizing minds. And the first thing I tell them to do is to stop. If I have somebody who is in addiction world, I tell them, keep going. Do your thing. Come to me sober for at least 24 hours when you come to me, if that's the best you can do, because I need to have you conscious in the room, right? But we're not going to control this part of you that's suffering, because it's a part of them that's suffering, and the addiction is a coping skill. Does that make sense? The addiction is often survival, right? I want them to survive. Telling them to not do something creates a problem. And again, how our brain works, again, I think we all have addictive brains, right? How our brain works, if I tell you don't think about pink elephants, you think about pink elephants. Well, if the addict is telling themselves not to shoot up, don't shoot up, you can't shoot up, you can't do that, what are they going to do? Exactly. And an interesting thing about our brain is that our brains will make space for whatever you do. Whatever you do well, your brain will make space. Now, your judgment of that is something else, right? I'm talking, that's a difference between consciousness and the biology of the organ of the brain. The organ of the brain, if you worry really well, and you're saying to yourself consciously, I don't like worrying, I really shouldn't worry. But your brain knows how to worry, what is it going to do? Worry. Exactly. And your brain biologically will actually make more space. It's such a sophisticated word in science, they call it brain space. Your brain will literally make more space for the thing that you do well. So if you're good at fear, you're good at catastrophizing, you're good at worrying, you're good at doing that type of stuff. My mama is an expert. She taught me so well. My mama taught me how to worry, right? I had to train my brain. Sometimes I'm not successful at it because sometimes it takes me over. I had to train my brain how not to do that, though. And so, again, we're going to be a little interactive right now. You good with that? Yeah. All right, I'm not going to make you take your clothes off. It's okay. And I want you to put out your dominant hand. Whatever hand is it, right or left handed, whatever it is, I want you to put out your dominant hand. And I want you to make a fist. And the whole time I'm talking, not until I tell you to let go, you are going to keep that fist. And it's going to be in front of you. Don't drop it down. Don't rest it on your knee. You're going to hold that fist out there. Now, this is the experience of control. This is what control is. It requires energy, lots of it. Right? Your body won't like it. You might already be saying, oh, that hurts. It's not comfortable. It doesn't feel good. Control does not feel good. I want you to keep doing it because that's what you do anyway. Don't you try to control things, people, places? Right? Doesn't feel good. Maybe you don't like it. After you do it, maybe you say, oh, God, why did I do that? But you did it. So this is it. So this is control. Got it? Now, you may find that there's that tendency to want to drop it, to want to open it, and you're going to have to keep putting more and more energy into maintaining this experience of control. You may even stop being able to listen to me clearly. If you're an audible person, it's going to get difficult for you to keep listening to me because you're having to direct more and more energy away from your hearing towards keeping this physical experience. This is control. Do you understand it? It doesn't feel good, does it? So why do you do it? habit, fear, the lack of faith, right? Shame, guilt, hiding something. This is why we control. All very good reasons. And what if your trust, what if your faith was so strong? What if your belief in love? If you were in absolute love, would you need to do this? No. So let's make that choice to love, to be in joy, to know that you are an expression of the divine, that you were born whole, perfect, and complete. Will you trust that? Yes. Will you have faith in that? Yes. Will you believe that? Yes. Then open your hand. Feel that? Do you feel that flow? Do you feel that energy? Do you feel that really? When I feel that opening, there's a coolness that comes through. There's a tinglingness, right? There's a lightness. I feel it not only in my hand, I feel it in the rest of my body. All other parts of my body had to get tighter and tighter in order to maintain that fist. Now, I want to talk to you about governance. Governance is that flow. And so I'm going to give you an example. And this is my little fairy tale story, all right? So sit back. We're going to tell a story. Take a deep breath. So I want you to think, I'm going to change the gender up on it. This is going to be the queendom of control. Yeah, all right, we got some, fist pumps. All right. The queendom of control. I want you to imagine, visualize, once upon a time in the world of the queendom of control, there was a queen who was very, very angry. There was a queen who was very, very afraid. There was a queen who controlled everything and everyone. And if you imagine her queendom, added. If you imagine her queendom, the peasants are not happy. The fields are fallow. A riot could happen at any moment. A coup in the castle could happen at any moment. The queen sleeps with a knife under her pillow. She cannot leave the castle because if she leaves, she may not get back in. She cannot go out to the village because if she does, they may throw things at her, rocks and stuff like that. They are not happy. It is a place of control where everything and everyone is being controlled. And when someone makes a mistake in the queendom of control, what does the queen say? You know the phrase. Yeah, exactly. Off with their heads, right? All right. Now, I want you to take a moment. I want you to set that queendom of control aside. And I want you to come to the queendom of governance. The queendom of governance. The queen is gracious. The queen lives where the sun shines. The community is full. The fields are full. Those in the kingdom are joyous. When the queen leaves the castle because she can, and she goes out into the village, they love seeing her. Our queen, thank you so much. We're so grateful for you. Thank you for ruling with benevolence and kindness. Thank you for your compassion. Thank you. And the queen sleeps good at night. She can even go on a vacation because she could go to the visiting queendom and have a good time over there, have a girls' night out or something like that, right? She could go do that and come back knowing that all's okay. She could just come back in her castle. There's not going to be a coup. They're going to be like, oh my God, you're back. We're so happy to see you, right? And when somebody makes a mistake in the castle, what happens is the queen says, okay, let's take a look at what's going on. How can we fix this? Does that make sense? Yes. So it is governance. It is governing. It is a higher consciousness. When we go into the queendom of governance, we expand, right? We kind of rise above. We can see the big picture. We're not stuck in that little, controlling every little moment, right? We're in that bigger, broader understanding, and there's room for love. Yeah? You following me? Yeah. So I am challenging you to take authority over your life. I am challenging you to step in and experience, this is a whole other talk, but I'm going to use this phrase. I'm going to challenge you to take absolute responsibility for who you are, how you are, for your thoughts, for your feelings, for your behaviors. No longer being able to say, well, my mama did that, my daddy did that. Right? Because yes, that may have happened, probably did. Yes, maybe you had a trauma, probably did. Yes, you were abused, probably were. And, ... And, are you going to do this? Are you going to react? Because that's reaction. That's reactive. Oh, I got triggered. Ooh. Right? I'm a little, so talk about words. That word triggered. Oh my gosh. Ooh. It's a good word. It's good because there's conversation about it. But people get triggered and then expect everybody else in the room to make it so, oh, well, I don't want to trigger you. Well, you know what? That's yours. I'm sorry if I did something at any point that triggered you. It certainly wasn't my intention. And it don't belong to me. So what are you going to do about it? Are you still going to be, oh, I can't go there because I'll be triggered. So you're going to make your life smaller? Are you going to be in that control? Because that's what you're doing. Or are you going to move into that governance? Thank you. You following me? I want you to really understand the ramifications of choosing governance. Physically, health-wise in your body. I've been in practice for 21 years, and for whatever reason, I had an intense, 5 years working with women with breast cancer. Don't know what that was about. It just happened. I had lots of women, and they were, before I didn't, afterwards, I don't know what happened, but they all got better and they moved on. Right? It was an intense period. It was a wonderful experience. I loved that experience of working with these women. They were amazing human beings. And almost everyone had control issues. Common denominator of breast cancer? Control. Think about it. All these women were the biggest bullies to themselves. They were nice to everybody else. They overgave. They nurtured everybody else. They didn't take care of anybody else. They took care of everybody else. They didn't take care of themselves. They neglected themselves. Right? And what are the breasts? What are the breasts? They're nurturing. When Mama hugged us, we were right here. When we came into the world, we were right here. Right? This nurturing, this human experience, even right now as I do it if you like. You gotta tap your heart to see what happens. These are your breast, your body right here. Just be right here with this part. Feel that. Calms the nervous system. It's an interesting, a tip, doing this right now, we're gonna do it later in our workshop, but just doing this right here. Just this, when your nervous system is out of regulation, taking that deep breath, which is another thing, of course, but doing this, feel that. There's something about this part of our body, male or female. There's something about this part of our body. It's right over our heart. Whatever it is. Nurturing every woman I worked with when I got them to go into governance, where they let go of control. The freedom, that flow was restored. Got it? So feel that in your health. Feel how you can make that difference in your health, in your body. Now in your mind, to know the release of control from obsessive thoughts, opinions, judgments. Because what do those things do? They create cortisol. Cortisol creates stress. Stress chemicals, we know, create inflammation. Stress, inflammation, all those types of things contribute to disease. Yes? Now, how about on that heart level? Part of my practice is to know that all of our healing, and this is where I diverge, many of the ways that I diverge from a lot of therapists, is that I have to work with my clients, and I have to because this is part of my passion. And I want to work with clients that understand that the healing has to take physically, has to take place physically, has to take place mentally, it has to take place spiritually. It has to take place in the heart, on that heart level. Right? Because what hurts more, a broken leg, a broken bone, or a broken heart? Heart. Exactly. So all healing must be done in the heart. No matter where the injury started, it must be done in the heart. And can you control your heart? Yes. Can you really? No. What do we even talk about control? You can regulate your heart. You can do it right now. You can lower your blood pressure. You can raise your blood pressure. You can make your heart beat faster. You can slow down the rhythm of your heart. But you cannot control it. Just like you cannot control your thoughts. Again, pink elephants. What you thinking about? Now you have autonomy and you have governance, so maybe you decide to say, I want to think about purple zebras. I don't want to think about pink elephants, but I'm not telling myself, I'm not saying, don't think about pink elephants. I'm saying, think about purple zebras. In other words, I'm letting the pink elephants be there. I'm going to think about purple zebras. I like purple zebras. You ever seen a purple zebra? No. Amazing. I actually have seen a purple zebra. It was super, super cool. Okay. I've given you a bunch of things to think about, a bunch of tips, physical things that you can actually do, yes? You got that? All right, because I like when I give my talks to make sure that it's not like reading a self-help book, unless you read my book, of course. But it's not like reading a self-help book where you read it and put it down. You read it and you get some tools, right? These talks, I want you to walk away with something, right? I want you to experience something. We're going to do that in our workshop later. And that workshop is really all about, right? Taking your autonomy, living in governance. At times where mental health can be difficult because all the things happening in our communities, in the world, to be able to say, I love myself so much that I am making the choice to think about purple zebras instead. I'm not going to be hijacked. I'm not going to live in that fear. I choose this faith. I choose to know that God is present all the time, everywhere. Right? Ernest Holmes has a wonderful quote, and I'm not going to say it properly, but basically he says that God let go of control so that we can run our own lives. That's kind of free will, isn't it? Yeah. Right? The wisdom of Ernest Holmes, love that man. Okay. So I want to take a moment, and once again I want to do a little experiential thing, and I want you to close your eyes if you will. And I want you to notice whatever thought has popped into your head, and I want you to say thank you to that thought. Don't try to control it. You can try to control it. You can tell it to go away. Telling it to go away is just going to give it more power. Just notice it. It's the difference between pink elephants and purple zebras. I want you to notice an opinion that maybe you have about the world, about this country we live in, about other people, places, and things, about a family member. Whatever that is, I want you to notice that opinion. And I want you just to be in the flow and let it go. And it's not about saying, don't think that thought. It's about, what do I want to think instead? Because whose thoughts are these? Mine. Whose body is this? Mine. Whose heart is this? Mine. Exactly. You're in charge. This is your life. This is your breath. This is your body. It's not about control. It's about governance. And the more we learn, and the more we practice, and the more we work in that experience of governance, the more our hearts open, the more our minds clear, the the more power we have. And so let's pray. Take a deep breath. For those of you who are here at the meditation, which I think was most of you, I want you to know that breath, that experience of breath. That experience that breath is the connective fiber tissue. Breath is that energy that is God itself. To know God is simply to breathe. You don't have to work for it. You don't have to strive. You don't have to go climb a mountain. You simply have to breathe. So consciously engage with breath. Consciously engage with the divine itself. And breathe. Father, Mother, God, creator of all things, I am so grateful for this moment. I am so grateful to recognize, to understand, know in my bones. And knowing is beyond just my thinking. I am so grateful to know that God is, I am, we are. I am so grateful to know that. And I declare that this is my truth. I declare that I am the love of the divine. I declare that I am the expression of the divine. And so I step up, I rise above anything that was that experience of clamping down, anything that was that experience of holding on. I let go of who I thought I was, and I allow who God knows I am. I declare that this is my truth. Breathe that in. Ooh, I can feel the vibration in the room right now. I can feel the hearts opening. I can feel the dropping away, the letting go. I am so grateful. And as I move into that gratitude, I know I don't have to run. I don't even have to try. I just get to be. I am so grateful. I release these words knowing that they are true, knowing that they already are and always have been. I release these words knowing that they are done in the consciousness of the divine. And join me, please, in affirming this in your own life now by simply saying, and so it is. Thank you.
I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. Rain is the control. Yes, Peter? I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. I can see no obstacles in my way. Gone on the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. I think I can make it now. The pain is gone. All of the bad feelings have disappeared. Here is the rainbow I've been praying for. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. Look all around, there's nothing but blue skies. Look straight ahead. gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. Real, 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 real bright, bright, sunshiny day. Real, 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 real bright, bright, sunshiny day.
And it is a bright, sunshiny day. I am so grateful. Thank you so, so much. So we come to this time in our service where it is our conscious giving time. And this is the time where we participate in the divine law of giving and receiving by giving the tithes and offerings. We invite you to join in with us in this sacred practice here at Tithing in Silicon Valley Center for Spiritual Living. So Marilee is passing out either our little hearts, which have a QR code on them so that you can use this to give at this moment. And we also have envelopes if you would like to do that. For those of you online, you can go to our website at siliconvalleycsl.com and just click the donate button. And we appreciate all that you give for us. And it makes it possible for us to be here, to have these wonderful guest speakers and guest artists, and to just grow in this community. So I invite you to repeat after me. Divine love through me, blesses and multiplies, all that I am, all that I give, all that I receive, and all that I circulate. Thank you, God, and so it is. So now we have Dr. Damon. Oh, song. Yes, song. So here we go. God is my source.
God is my source. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. Love is my source. Love is my power. Love gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Love gives me everything I need. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. God gives me everything I need. God gives me everything I need. God gives me everything I need.
Woo!
So I just welcome everyone who's here today. And is there anyone here who's here for the first time? Hello, hello, hello. So Morgana's coming around with a little gift for you. Just welcome everyone who's here, everyone online who's here, everyone who's here. Just it's been a great day today. So I just thank you. Yeah.
So thank you so much. Thank you for all being here, and if you'd like to join us after class, join us after service. I feel like we were in class learning a lot of things today. Just join us, and we would love to get to know you a little bit better. So we have our last song, I Release. So we will be there momentarily as we get our microphones all working again.
Hey, Audrey, what time does Peter's workshop start today?
Peter's workshop starts pretty much right after service. We've got about, I think at 11:45, is that it?
I think so,
I think 11:45. Yes, so we have a little bit of time if you need to just relax for a moment. And we will, yes, Susie?
What if we can't make it to the workshop?
What if we can't make it to the workshop, Peter? What are we gonna do?
You can follow me online.
Absolutely.
You can sign up for our session. You can read my book. You can go to YouTube and watch a bunch of my videos. Yeah.
Exactly. And I'm sure we'll have Peter back here
Right.
soon. So yeah, let's go. We got everything figured out now. So let's join into our last song, I Release.
Rest on your feet for I release. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God.
Woo! All right. So say along with me, I release control over my life.
I release control over my life.
I have governance over my life.
I have governance over my life.
I am responsible for my life.
I am responsible for my life.
I live in love.
I live in love.
I live in flow.
I live in love.
And so it is.
So it is.
Woo! Have a great day, everyone. Thank you so much for being here.
Release and I let go.